I cannot decide what to do. So we're gonna do something like this. We're gonna do a spin the wheel. We're gonna do back to League, back to Overwatch, back to Satisfactory. Just in stream. In stream, but we will get Xbox Unlimited regardless. So that's like in stream now and just wait. League, Overwatch, Satisfactory, in stream and just wait. And I don't really want to plan for a fishing trip. There's no point. I guess I could plan lake fishing split shots. Lock in. Hey, I've spun the wheel. It has seems like the universe has decided we shall head back to. Can't complain, right? I cannot complain. The the wheel has spoken. The wheel has spoken. All right, guys. I'll see you guys very soon. All right. See you guys soon. Bye bye. Might just keep it real, guys. Welcome back. Actually, I might edit it because I need to edit in the clip of me returning to Satisfactory. But guys, welcome back. We are here to finish Phase 5 of Satisfactory. Now, unless the game didn't save my progress when I uninstalled the game, we'll see how it goes, but hopefully it should continue this series. I think it has. Cool. Alright, so we actually do have some problems of Satisfactory, and that is power. As you could tell from last episode, we blew up. Right? Also, we did the spin the wheel, so there's nothing else. What's up, McRib? We're chilling. Okay. It's been how long has it been since we've been on this thing? It's been 7 full days. 7 full days of abandoning this place, but we're back. Now, yeah, our problem last series was that it was taking too long, but we do need to work on our power, and also I also learned that we need to decommission this plant here. Not decommission, but okay, we need to get. Okay, first of all, we need to grab some more iodine. We need to get some more radiation things because we're gonna die. Can't even enter that spot. Yeah, so we're also looking at getting matter conversion. Yeah, I don't even want to look at the phase 5 right now. Phase 5 is looking kind of scary. How do I go down? C. So first of all, we need to grab some more iodine infused things. So, which means we need mycelia, and our inventory is full of random garbage. Hold on. So first of all, we need some more of these. We got plenty of that. We just need some more gas filters. Gas filters require spoilers. All goods. Peace. All goods. Fabric and coal. Okay, so we need fabric. Where is my fabric? Oh, I'm not used to the controls. Okay, we got mycelia. There we go. There we get some fabric. Grab some of that. Okay, cool. Let's go make a bunch of. We need some coal as well. Okay. Let's quickly go find some coal, which there should be. I mean, hey. We should be pretty stacked on coal over here. Look at that. Stacked on coal. Okay, my controls are not that fluent. I keep pressing control. Okay, let's grab a bunch of these. I got no room to build them too. Oh man. It's been so long. Okay, we'll grab some iodine. We'll need some gas filters first. We're gonna need some more fabric, of course. Typical. We'll grab some fabric real quick. Fabric requires mycelia and biomass. Okay, our inventory is actually it's full. It's full. My goodness, it's full. Okay, more fabric. And we just need a bunch of, like, we need so many of these. We need so many iodine filters. Okay, well that should be good enough for now. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. So anyways, like I was saying, now that we've got 9 more iodine things, we need to work on our power, and it seems like, okay, first of all, we need to get rid of the plutonium waste. I need to check the power first, not gonna lie. But we should probably get rid of the, I think I already turned this thing off, right? You're not on, are you? I don't think it is. It's off. 34 plutonium fuel rods. Oh, I can get all these charges back too. Nice. I'm gonna grab all these back. No joke. Because we need to disable this. Because we're not gonna use it for power right now. We're not. We're not. Can't. Okay, but we still need to craft plutonium cells. Now, what is actually taking so long to craft the plutonium cells? That's fine. Okay, I know we have waste though. We've got 500 plutonium waste that we can't really get rid of. That's fine, I guess. But from now on though, for the rest of the waste, yeah, we're just gonna be making. Okay, so yeah, we need another power plant. We're gonna need another power plant. Gonna need another power plant. So we're gonna have to max this out first. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay. Okay, we got plenty of rods though. How many rods do we even have? We're not even full yet. Okay. So this thing sucks up sulfuric acid. So I need to figure out a way where do I put the sulfuric acid? The only explanation is putting it in this thing. If I wanted to use sulfuric acid, how would I? Because this produces 25 per minute. This produces 125 per minute. This thing consumes 100 per minute. So if I do something like... So this is going to make 75 per minute. And if I somehow reconnect the pipe here with... What's my build button? Oh my god, it's been so long. What's my build button? Oh, Q. We can maybe do something like... like this? Would that work? Would that genuinely work? Like it feeds itself? I might even just build one of these because we're going to have so much power. We'll be fine. And connect this to power somehow. This is such a mess. Holy. Now, is that able to sustain itself? That's the question. So it's gonna spit out 25. It's gonna spit out 25. And this thing produces 75, and this thing produces 25. So 75 plus 25, 100. And this thing consumes 100. So theoretically, should be fine. It should be fine. It just feeds into itself, I guess. I might even build the pump right into it instead. That's fine. Okay, cool. That should solve the plastic income. And currently we consume 0.5 per minute. And we produce about 1 per minute. But I really gotta make sure the back of it works just fine, right? So how much does this thing cost? It produces 6,000 megawatts. Okay, we can move the sink now. We can move the packager as well. There's no need for the packager too. So now that we've solved that problem with the packager and stuff, right? I guess the next logical thing is to probably build another nuclear power plant. Something like that, I guess. Now, of course, we're gonna have to build like 3 more water pumps. Kind of. I mean, technically, look. This thing produces 300. This thing produces like. This thing consumes 600. This is the safe option, by the way. If we want to just be really safe, you just overdo it, like overdo the water, or we can combine it to get it. But I think I'll be a bit safer overdoing the water. You know, there'll be no failure. So I guess we'll start building the next one, right? 1, 2, 3. We do need to build another power thing for me real quick, like that. We're gonna have to build a bit more foundations. So a bit more foundations. And we need to basically just... I kind of need to make sure that our... What is it called? I need to make sure that our like system over here is fine. Like I need this thing to be backing up. Lou, look at the air limiters. So it's backing up on wire. And it's backing up on this thing. So this thing needs a power surge. So 75 per minute. 30 per minute. 40 per minute. So this one needs another power surge. Our copper's draining fine. Okay, let's just put a nuclear power plant here for now, I guess. Alright, now we just need to build a junction. Okay, the water goes like here, like that, kinda, and then I need to build a pipeline upwards like that, and I need to remove this, and then I gotta grab this, and I gotta move over here, and then I gotta grab this, move over there, grab that, move it over there, and then I need to build another power pole. Now I just can connect to all this like that, and then I need to first of all I ran out of cables. Isn't that delightful? Running out of materials on the site. Running out of cables on the site. How lovely. Okay, and then we'll just grab some more cables to connect this to that. And then I'll need something like an input and an output. So this is the input, this is the output. So the output would simply just go into here, and the input will now be shared. So we're gonna have to remove this, and we're gonna have to quickly make a splitter. I know we're dying radiation, it is what it is. I'll make a smart splitter for now. Okay. Grab that, connect this to this. connect that to that. Okay, let's quickly put the fuel rods out of our inventory so we don't die. And we'll connect this to that. Connect this to this. And then this can go all the way over here. And connects into there. Okay, and now for these things, we need to kind of surcharge them to the maximum. Like that. There we go. It is now alive. Now we do need a bit more power charges though, so we're gonna have to find a way. Okay, we're not using the plutonium thing anymore, so we don't really need the power charges in this anyways. Because as long as it sucks in nuclear waste, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Now I can bring those power chargers over here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we drain our plastic so fast. Yo, thanks, Versa. Yeah, I mean, like I said, these videos are going to be kind of... Okay, so we got the fuel done, but yeah, that phase 5 is kind of scaring me. It's actually terrifying. We were waiting for just normal parts too. Like, we're waiting for the cooling parts. That's going to take 10 years. So power... I mean, their nuclear power is done, but... we kind of need to start automating nuclear pastas, but those things require a lot of things. Maybe it's about time we destroy this thing here. I'm not gonna lie. Might be time. This was our initial design, but the coal plants aren't even fully working, by the way. Again, we have the capability to bring drones now. Drones are a big play. Matter of fact, I literally built this thing over here. Oh, I completely forgot about this thing here too. This was an idea. But now that I know that drones exist. Yeah, I built this thing. What the hell was this for again? I think this was some kind of component to make something. I don't even remember. I'll just take it away for now. Okay, I'll just take away these drone ports. Yeah, okay, so we wanted to make... Oh, that was an aluminum plant. Yeah, because we're using a lot of aluminum. Oh, this... Okay. Aluminum. We kind of already have aluminum being made, as you can see. Huh. Yo, what is up with my arm? Something's up with my arm. It's like all bloodshot. Whatever, I'll be fine. I'm not gonna... Okay. What was that there for? Fuel? What is this? What are you holding? Crude oil. Oh, this was to make additional plastic. Yeah, this thing's not actually giving us power. It's gonna die. Okay. I didn't actually check if the nuclear reactors are even stable. I didn't even check if they're stable or not. I think I need to give it a Mark III uranium miner. Maybe. I mean, let me just quickly double check how much uranium we're using. We are currently consuming around 125 per minute. And our miner is consuming about... I have to fly all the way up there. I don't trust that it's fine. It's not... Doesn't look like it's getting overcrowded. So much stuff. So complicated. I need to figure out what to... Okay, so we got power, but we do kind of need a crap ton of power. But at least we have something that sucks in the uranium waste, so... The uranium... This is kind of infinite. So we're easily sucking in uranium waste. And we just have fuel rods being made now, so that's fine. The nuclear past is what's next. We can't even get the matter conversion yet either. What do we need for that? Okay. Oh man, that's so much. And this thing literally sucks in like hundreds of millions of power as well. GG, this is why I don't want to go back in this game. Do you know how long that's gonna... Okay, first of all, this thing will suck up around 30,000 megawatts if we have it on maximum speed of Slumber Slooms. Okay. It's a very long tree. Need 1,000 of these. And I don't even know what the other ones do. But if we want to have a... We need like hundreds of... You're gonna at least need 5 nuclear reactors just to power this thing. Plus you need modular frames. No, plus you need fused modular frames. Plus you need radio heads. And copper. But again, we have drones now. We do have drones now. And with the plutonium cells, drones can... We can make a whole new system of drones. Where's my... Okay, so if I wanted to really lock in a nuclear pasta, we're gonna need a crap ton of things. Okay. Dude, okay, I'll make the diagram just to show you how sad I'm gonna be. This is gonna be very, very sad and depressing. Depression's not real, sorry. It's just gonna be very... Okay, well, first of all, we're gonna need copper. Copper for the copper pellets. We're gonna need copper, that's the thing. We're gonna need quartz for silica. That's 100% another thing we need. We're gonna need aluminum. Aluminum requires coal. It's gonna cost water. Yeah, I mean, look. It's gonna cost bauxite and water as well. Okay. So bauxite, water, coal, and we also need heavy Okay, we need nitrogen gas. So we're gonna need nitrogen gas. Okay. So okay, nitrogen gas, copper, coal, water. Alright, and we also need radioheads as well. Now, if I was correct, radioheads require... quartz. Yeah. We're gonna need computers. Computers need plastic, so we're gonna need crude oil. So we're gonna need crude oil. I'll make it like darker purple, I guess, for plastic. And radioheads require... What else does it need? It's gonna need copper. It's gonna need... It's gonna need iron plates. And it's gonna require heavy modular frames as well, which means steel and iron. So we're gonna need iron as well. Gonna need iron, copper. GG. Copper. That's basically everything. That's literally almost everything. That copper is gonna have to. The aluminum's the. Aluminum's gonna be such a problem. I don't like this game. Let's see if I can make this diagram any better. I don't want to play this game anymore. Not gonna lie. I really am not. I know this is like the return episode, right? Yeah, let's go. Return episode. It's gonna be great. No, it isn't. It's gonna suck. I'll show you though. I'll show you how complex this is. So refinery, and then we need smelter. Oh no, not refinery. We're gonna need a smelter. We're gonna need. Dude, we need 3 smelters. We need constructors. Constructor. And that will give us constructors, and then it's gonna go into a, what is this thing called? Particle accelerator? Particle accelerator. That's not Excel. A particle accelerator. So copper particle accelerator, right? It's gonna make us the copper. Now let's backtrack. We need the pressure conversion cubes. So it's gonna make us the. It's gonna make us the copper powder. We're probably gonna need 2 veins of copper, to be honest. Okay, now we need the pressurized cube. Okay, the pressurized cube requires a assembler, so we're gonna need something like this. Gonna call it assembler. Okay, so particle accelerator. So I need to put this at the very end here. So this is gonna go all the way to here. Right? This assembler here will make the pasta. This empty pasta. Empty pasta. And then that connects to that, and then that will give us the nuclear pasta. GG. It's already over. That's gonna give us the nuclear pasta. But to get the empty pasta, we're gonna need we're gonna need a fused frame, which comes from a blender. A blender which requires nitrogen gas. It's going to require nitrogen gas. And it's going to require... Geez, I don't... Even explaining this is just going to be so... Even explaining it is just cancer. Like, even building the tree diagram is just a headache. I'll show you how much it's going to be a headache though. Look. So we got nitrogen gas. Okay, and then we're going to need aluminum casing. Now, of course, to get aluminum... We're going to need that. So we need this, right? To get the aluminum frames. So nitrogen gas, so we need aluminum casings, so aluminum ingots. And then that goes into a constructor, another constructor. Let's just name it constructor. Aluminum ingots require a constructor as well. Constructor that makes aluminum ingots, that makes aluminum casings, and then the aluminum casings go into... It goes into... Oh no. Highlight the... Why is it highlighting all of it? Why is it all grouped up? Aluminum casings go into diffuse frames. The nitrogen gas goes into diffuse frame, like the blender. And this will go into here. And then we also need heavy modular frames. Oh boy. Manufacture heavy modular frames which require normal which sanity's gone. GG. Okay, let's just build it. Let's just build it. So modular frames require a constructor. So that's gonna make modular frames. Just normal frames. Frames which require a... No, that's assembler. Assembler which requires a constructor which is gonna make plates. No, actually, hold on. No, it's two assemblers, right? Yep. Another assembler which is gonna make plates. Iron plates, which requires iron and a smelter. So it's gonna make a smelter, which makes iron plates. No, ingots, right? Copper powder. Ingots. So we're gonna need iron ingots. Iron ingots, which is gonna go into iron plates. Then we need another smelter and an iron ingot, which is gonna make screws. And then we're gonna need another iron ingot, which is gonna make. So that's a constructor. This is gonna be a iron bar, which is not a constructor. And then that goes into this goes in here. This goes in here. This goes in here. This goes in here. And then we're also gonna need steel pipes. Gonna need more coal, and then we need gonna need a foundry, which is gonna make steel ingots, which is gonna make steel pipes. And then we're gonna need another foundry to make steel. Gonna need another foundry and make steel beams. And then we're gonna need concrete. So, oh, we need limestone too. So we need to get limestone as well. Okay. You guys confused yet? Hopefully not. So we're gonna need some limestone, bring it over here, and then we're gonna put it into a straight up constructor, which is gonna make concrete, okay. And then that concrete is gonna go into another, it's gonna go into an assembler. Right? It's gonna go to an assembler over here, okay. And that's gonna make industry beams, okay. So steel ingots go to steel beams go into the assembler, the concrete goes into the assembler, and then that goes into the manufacturer, and the steel pipes go into the manufacturer, and then the heavy modular frame goes into the blender, and then makes our fused frames. Great. Now, what is next, you may ask? Well, we gotta get the radio head now. So what does a radio head require? Well, lovely, isn't it? A radio head requires aluminum casing. So can't even scroll down anymore. The Google Slides is literally suffering too. It is literally crying. I can't even scroll down more. It's like it won't give me enough space. It's like, please. So we're gonna need another aluminum casing. So the same setup like that. Okay. Once we got the aluminum casing, we're gonna need crystal oscillators. Okay. Now crystal oscillators are quite interesting. You're gonna need quartz. Okay. So we're gonna need quartz again. So gonna need quartz. And oh my goodness, I literally cannot move the. Oh, I do this. I'll do something like this. Hold on. I know how to fix this. We're gonna grab the shapes. We're gonna go make a big square, like a massive one. And then we're gonna send the order to the back. And then just zoom out more. Send to the back. Order, send to the back. There we go. Gonna copy and paste that again. And then we're gonna do this and then move it this way. Gonna extend it like this. Gonna extend it all the way like this, right? And then you go send it back, send order to back. and you copy and paste it, and you paste it again. You drag it over here, and then bring the auditor back. And now we should have a bit more space to deal with. Look, it looks a lot more cleaner, doesn't it? Okay, so aluminum casings. Radiator heads require crystal oscillators. Now, crystal oscillators require quartz. Okay, it requires a... I believe crystal oscillators require a manufacturer. Oh, it does require a manufacturer. So we're gonna need another manufacturer. Gonna need that. We're gonna bring it over here. So we have to bring it all the way over here. So this is gonna make crystal oscillators. Right? So bring this. Oh, GG, where's everything? Gonna have to grab these two. Gonna bring it down here. Okay, so we need quartz. Then we're gonna need it's more of a constructor. So we're gonna need a constructor. Google Slides is struggling. We're gonna need a constructor so we can craft a constructor so we can craft crystal gems. I don't know what it's called actually. Quartz crystals. To make crystals, we're gonna have to bring iron or copper. So probably iron, because iron probably makes cables a bit faster, I think. Oh no, I think copper will also make it. Well, we'll stick to copper because copper is the main thing. The other one's alternative. So we'll bring the copper down here. Can I please bring it down? No. Please. Copper. Copper goes all the way down here. All the way down here. Right. Now that we've got the copper, we're gonna need a smelter. Smelter, which is gonna make copper ingots, which is gonna make wires, and it's gonna make cables. Both of these are constructors, of course. Constructors, excellent. And we're also going to need reinforced iron plates again. So, you know. My bad over here. I messed up something here. No, this is going to make heavy plates. And then the iron bars go into another assembler. Sorry, I made a mistake here. Goes over here, and then that's going to make the frames. That's going to make the frames. So the iron bar actually goes over here. That makes the frames. And then do I have to mention that I also have to grab all this again? Oh no, it's all messed up. But essentially, we're gonna have to grab another smelter. Gonna grab another one of these components, bring it down here. And then that goes into that. And then again, for the crystal oscillators, we're gonna need the same setup. So we're gonna need iron. Oh, I don't want to play this game, but I'll make the diagram and we're gonna play it in the episode because, you know, imagine doing this on the diagram is easy because I could just move everything. But imagine doing this in the game. Like, I don't know what you want from me, man. Iron. So we're gonna need a smelter. Iron ingots. Okay. We're gonna need 2 of those. One is going to create plates. The other one is gonna create bars. And then we need a assembler. A assembler, which creates reinforced plates again. And then we finally get our crystal oscillators. Right? But guess what? To make radio hits, we are gonna need computers. Right? Look at this. A radio hit requires computers. Now, how do you make computers? Well, it's pretty simple, right? You're gonna need more copper. You're gonna have to copy and paste this thing again. Okay. Gonna have to copy and paste this thing. Okay, and then we're gonna need plastic. Now, plastic's a bit interesting because plastic, of course, you cannot get plastic just from a mineral. You gotta do all this. So, in order to get plastic, you're gonna have to bring crude oil. You're gonna need crude oil, right? And then you're gonna need a refinery. A refinery. And you're gonna have to also make a fuel station. You need 2 refineries here, right? 2 refineries. You're gonna need 1 fuel generator to absorb the residue. And the refinery is gonna create plastic. And then once we got the plastic, we need circuit boards. So how do you get circuit boards? Well, luckily you asked because you need another copper. You're gonna need another smelter. You're gonna need copper ingots, then you're gonna need copper sheets. And then you're gonna need another plastic, so another plastic component. And then you're gonna need an assembler. GG, Google Slides is crashing. Gonna need an assembler, which makes circuit boards, right? So these will combine into here, make the circuit boards. And then, with the circuit boards and the cables and the plastic, we can get another manufacturer. Bring it down here. And now we've got the cables going to there. Then we've got the plastic coming in here. And then we've also got the circuit boards coming in here. And then we finally got our computers. Finally got our computers, right? And with computers, crystal oscillators, and aluminum casings, with another manufacturer, we can finally get our radio heads. And with the radio heads, so once we combine all those three together, now that we've got our radio heads, we can finally put it into a assembler, which is all the way over here. Now again, Google Slides is a lot more compact. In the real game, it's a lot wider and a lot bigger, right? But look, the fuse frames are there. And we've got the radio heads all the way over here. And I can bring it all the way here. Right, and then we've got the copper powder, which goes in here. And then not only that, we need like 30... We need five nuclear power plants maximized. Which basically require this entire nuclear setup. And we're gonna need plutonium setup too, to absorb the nuclear waste. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you make nuclear pasta, right? Can you guys read it? And that's only the part 1. And guess what? One of these takes around, well, if you don't have a good power source, it's gonna take you around 2 minutes. It takes you 2 minutes, right? 120 seconds to craft one, right? So 2 minutes to craft one. We need 1,000 of them, so times 2. That's 2,000 minutes divided by 60. Oh, that's gonna be 33 real life hours if you just let that one system run. And we're gonna need yeah. Now, the thing about our base is that we actually have all this, but the problem with our base is that it's splitting. So we actually have all this in our base right now, but each component is splitting into its own little category of the next item. So it just takes even longer. Like, we have everything here, right? Everything's actually set up. It's just making a split. So, like, for example, we need something over here. It'll split, and it will just take even longer for this thing to build. But our base has everything, but just for nuclear pasta, it's basically asking us to duplicate our base. Because our base right now, if you look at it here, this is making our computers, this is making everything else. Yeah, it's just... You know what I mean? You're gonna need a lot of... Basically, you need the whole base to make this thing. And realistically, you're gonna need one, I think around maybe 2, 3. To play it safe, you could probably do 2 to 4 copper things, and we probably need like a lot of coal, like 3 coal. It's looking like you need like 3 quartz, 2 bauxite, 1 limestone, 2 oils, nitrogen gas, iron. So, and yeah, again, apparently that's just for the nuclear pasta, and apparently also, because after I retired from the server, from the world, apparently to craft the other things, you also need nuclear pasta. So, like, for example, let me just quickly search it up. Satisfactory phase 5 items. Why don't we go look at it together? Because we're probably not gonna do it because it's gonna. Did A Carson just say phase 5 in 100 minutes? Do I dare click on that? What the
Here in this glorious bus space, and I think everything is working absolutely wonderful. And what we're gonna do today is bring out our gun. Nope, we are going to look in the top right hand corner where it says complete phase 5, because that's all basically all we have remaining of sort of new things is to complete the game. So this episode will be about the design and implementation of this, but there will not be any story spoilers. So I'll here. There are currently 2 of these because they need to make 2.5 plus 2.5, and that makes 5 of those. But I need a total of, if I want to make biomechanical, then let's do
Oh, we need a direct.
this, because of course we're gonna do this. So fully maxed out, it makes 10 per minute.
This guy's got 24 Schlumberschlooms. Holy moly, this guy's got hundreds of charges.
That means in order for us to run this to complete this milestone in 100 minutes, then I need to have, yeah, that's it, 1, like that. 2, a thing like this, which will be quite easily possible to make this kind of thing. So let's try to see if we can design it in here in a neat way. Let's So now we come to the next one,
Bro's got even more land than me.
which is by far the worst one. This is why we saved it for the last one. Let's see. So okay, something like this, because
Yeah, he's just basically doing the same thing as me.
oh,
Hold on, what was that?
nighttime. Then I just bring it in, because apparently this water down here, it doesn't work because it's a little bit outside of the map. I guess it's kind of, yeah. So anyway, it needs to be taken from in there before it actually you can pump it. And I just bring it in, because apparently this water down here, it doesn't work because it's
Oh my god, this guy's map. This guy's map is insane. Bro's map is like, okay, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna just look at it myself. So space 5 elevator. So we got the nuclear pastas done. That's the nuclear pasta framework right there. Lovely. All right, what's next? The next thing is biochemical sculptor, which requires directional assembly systems and triangle official things which require fisher ingots, and I'm pretty sure that's the next thing we need to get. And then I believe the hardest one apparently was what's AI expansion server. Neural quantum. Oh, we actually need to start crafting magnetic field things. Excited photonic matter. Superposition oscillator. Another crystal oscillator. Some more of those, some more of that, some dark crystal matter. That looks really fun. Okay, what else is there? The ballistic warp drive is apparently the hardest one to do. Thermal propulsion rocket. Singularity cell. Superposition oscillator, dark matter, singularity cell. Yeah, look, we're gonna need nuclear pastas. So, how many nuclear pastas is that? One creates 10? 5. Okay, so 5 times, how many do we need? 5 times 200. Divided by 10. Oh, so we only need 100 nuclear pastas. So we need 1,100 nuclear pastas. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a good revisit. Great revisit for the night. That was a great night today, guys. You know, great night. Like it's been great. You know, definitely good. I'm not gonna apply that to the game. Obviously, I like doing on the Google Slides. Right, that was good. That was a good night, but gotta wait for Subnautica tomorrow. Right, if I ever want to do Satisfactory number 5, it's actually gonna take us like months. But yeah, I mean that was good, right? A perfect revisit to finish the night off, right? That was great. All right, appreciate everyone for watching. Right, thanks for chilling, and everyone else on the YouTube. See you guys next time. Right? Yeah, a quick little nice revisit. You know, nice revisit. Did the whole Google slide thing. But we have some Nautica 2 coming. And honestly, I'm thinking I might just do the Xbox Game Pass rather than finishing Satisfactory because, yeah, you got me messed up. Just look at this. Look at this. All right. Bye, guys.